It's shocking, isn't it? The statistic, I mean. I didn't believe it at first. 2 children dying every week in the UK because of some form of child abuse. It doesn't bear thinking about. The trouble is, it's true. And we can't keep it in the back of our minds forever. It's out there, happening. So, what's the big deal? Why do you need to know? Well, working directly with children means you have a duty to care, and you can play a big role in helping to protect children. Staff and volunteers have a statutory and moral obligation to ensure the safety and well-being of students at all times. You have an opportunity and responsibility to recognise the signs which could indicate a young person is being exposed to harmful situations, either through physical, sexual, emotional abuse, or neglect. We aim to establish an environment whereby students feel encouraged and safe enough to talk to staff about anything that may be worrying them. So, when should you be concerned? And what are the different types of abuse?
It started about a month ago. My mum started calling me names and then they just got more hurtful. And then she started making fun of me in front of people and making me feel stupid. It's like I've got no one to turn to. She never does it to my brother. He can't do any wrong. It just always happens to me.
It's not my fault. It's her. She says I don't deserve anything new, but all the cupboards were empty, so I had no choice. I had to steal from the corner shop. I was starving.
It's been going on for a while now. A couple of years, but I can't keep it a secret anymore. I need someone to help me. But he tells me if I tell anyone, it'll hurt my sister. He comes into my room and he makes me do things that I really don't want to do. He keeps touching me, and how do I make it stop?
I've just had enough. I've had enough of trying to explain these. I mean, all I wanted to do was just watch a film. I can't go back to class now. I mean, how am I going to explain that?
Those are the most common signs, but the problems don't stop there. From child exploitation to grooming, there are other forms of abuse you need to be aware of.
Victims are targeted both in person and online. Some young people may be more vulnerable than others. Those having difficulty at home. Those truanting or excluded from school. Those who frequently go missing from home or care. What to look out for. Going missing for periods of time or frequently returning home late. Regularly missing school or not taking part in education. Appearing with unexplained gifts or new possessions. Associating with other young people involved in exploitation. Having older boyfriends. Being preoccupied with their mobile phone, which could indicate that the child is being controlled. Suffering from sexually transmitted infections. Mood swings or changes in emotional well-being. Drug and alcohol misuse. Displaying inappropriate sexualized behavior. What can you do? Stay alert to changes in behavior or any physical signs of abuse, for example, bruising. Be aware of new, unexplained gifts or possessions, for example, mobile phones. Carefully monitor any instances of staying out late or not returning home. Exercise caution around older friends the child may have. One or both spouses do not, or in some cases cannot, consent to the marriage, and pressure or threat is involved. This could take the form of physical, psychological, sexual or emotional abuse. Potential warning signs or indicators. Absence and persistent absence. Requests for extended leave of absence and failure to return from visits to country of origin. Surveillance by siblings or cousins. Decline in behaviour, engagement, performance or punctuality. Poor exam results. Being withdrawn from school by those with parental responsibility and not being provided with suitable education at home. Not allowed to attend extracurricular activities. Sudden announcement of engagement to a stranger. Forced marriage is not acceptable. There is help out there for anyone who is facing this situation, so stay alert and refer any concerns.
Female genital mutilation is a collective term for all procedures involving the partial or total removal of external female genitalia for cultural or other non-therapeutic reasons. There are 4 types of FGM: ranging from a symbolic prick to the vagina to the fairly extensive removal and narrowing of the vagina opening. In the UK, all forms of FGM are prevalent. The procedure is typically performed on girls aged between 4 and 13 years, but in some cases FGM is performed on newborn infants or on young women before marriage or pregnancy. The age at which girls undergo FGM varies according to the community. FGM is illegal in the UK. It is also illegal to take a child abroad to undergo FGM. FGM is considered child abuse in the UK and causes physical, psychological and sexual harm. It's been estimated that up to 24,000 girls under the age of 15 are at risk of FGM in the UK. The summer holidays, or other extended holiday absence during the school year, are particular periods when schools are encouraged to be alert to the signs of potential or actual abuse. While women and girls born in the UK continue to undergo FGM, it is unclear whether the practice takes place in the UK. Families often take their daughters abroad during school summer holidays to have the procedure done. Statistics released by the NSPCC show that of the 1,700 victims in the past 2 years, almost 40% have been from the West Midlands area. According to the Birmingham Mail, Heartlands Hospital in Bawdsley Green, Birmingham, has a dedicated unit for the treatment of FGM and has treated 640 females for genital mutilation. Should you be worried about any students being at risk from FGM, you should inform someone in the Welfare Department immediately. Further information can be found on the West Midlands Police and NSPCC websites.
There you have it. It's not easy to hear, is it? But you have the power to make a difference. And most of all, you have a duty of care. Remember, react, reassure, and refer. If a student makes a disclosure to you about possible abuse, remember to stay calm and reassure them that they've done the right thing. Remind them about confidentiality and that you have a duty to refer the matter if they're at risk. I know it's near impossible, but if a disclosure is shocking, try not to react. Bear in mind your facial expression and general reaction. Always be honest with the student. You should never make promises you can't keep, like saying you'll keep it a secret or that everything will be all right. And finally, you need to make that referral. Here's how.